Hello everyone, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. I'm VelvettB, and thanks for joining me today on another Planet Zoo adventure. So we are at the Nevada State Eco Zoo. Oh boy, so this is one of the zoos where you get to build from scratch. So we didn't have a lot of money, so we have just barely above scratch as far as enclosures go. So we've got 2 enclosures at the moment. We do have a few staff buildings, so that is good. So we've actually finally got our vet center there. And we have got an enclosure here where we do need to divide out the animals because Velvet made a boo-boo, as I do. And we do have quite a few objectives to undertake. So, as far as money goes, this is going to be our biggest problem for the time being because we need to get ourselves in the positive. So I'm just going to hit a little bit of fast forwarding. So we do currently have a breeding pair inside this. Oh, that needs a... Ah, this item has been vandalized and is non-functional. Boo! What meanie did that? Anyway, we do have a breeding pair here in exhibit trading. Oh, and we've got one to sell. Yay! So, 855. Nice. So that's going to really help us get towards our positive thing. Animal is stressed. Yeah. Anyway, let's go on and we'll just, if they just go hide, they should be fine, I think. So we're low on cash. Oh, vet research is complete. Let's have a look. So we've unlocked some more stuff for beds to pair. We were, I think, trying to unlock some like habitat bits and pieces. So let's maybe bring in our filter. And beds to pair, beds to pair, beds to pair. So we've got a few things that we can play with there. I think they're actually okay for now. So I might move our vet research to something else for the time being. Like our iguanas. I think we're okay for, yeah, all of our stuff there for our beds to pair. And if I can find our black wildebeest, here it is. Welfare, social group. Too few animals and enrichment, toy enrichment. Okay, let's switch our vet research to black wildebeest. There we go. Because we need to get toy enrichment for those guys. Just double check that we haven't already got that. Probably should have done that before I switched the research, but hey, you know. Blue wildebeest. Oh, black wildebeest. So let's go into enrichment, toy enrichment. No toys. Okay, so we definitely need to research that. So we'll get that underway. And our black wildebeest is about to have some offspring. Yay! So the more breeding we have, the more animals we can sell, the more money we make, etc, etc. So yay on that. Oh, we've had some bulbous. Oh, look how tiny it is. That's so cute. Aww. Oh, how sweet. But the thing is, I do actually want to divide these guys out. So the beds to pair and the wildebeest, I do want to have eventually in separate enclosures. The problem with that is obviously the financial side of things because we need a little bit more cash coming in. So I need these visitors of ours to actually spend a little bit more money. And oh my gosh, this has been vandalized as well. No. Actually, do we have any loans? I can't remember if I took out any loans. Ah. Right, so that is what's actually holding us up as far as money goes. We do currently have a $25,000 loan in place. You know what? We can take this loan, repay this loan, and maybe that's less interest. I don't know, but that gets us in the positive, which means we can maybe go and repair our things that are broken. Let's go crime and replace all. Replace. There we go. So our zoo's a little bit nicer now. We've got 60 simoleons left. Oh, but we've had an iguana. I mean, an iguana. So, 1,000. Nice. Okay. Well, that's not too shabby. It's not going to build us an enclosure at this point, but it does get us in the right direction. Yeah, animals are stressed, blah, blah, blah. So, objectives. Let's have a wee look at our objectives and what we need to do. So, the first thing is adopt and place 4 different habitat species. So, we've got 3 out of the 4 at the moment. I did that kind of by accident, but that's fine. And then we've got to reach a 10% plant diversity across at least 3 habitats. Now, this is the one that I'm finding interesting because I don't exactly know how to do that. I'm guessing, Velvet is guessing here. We go through the environment thing and yeah, we just up that environment option. Let's check on, yeah. So getting that coverage up. So it's getting there, but I'm guessing diversity wise, that's the bit that gets me. So 10% plant diversity across 3. So, because diversity is different from coverage. So I'm not quite 100% sure what that means, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. We're sitting at 2%, so we're obviously well off that, whatever it is supposed to be. So, yeah, our biggest thing is actually going to be just getting us back in the positive, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do that without us actually getting rid of that loan first, because we've only got the 2 enclosures plus the exhibit animals. It is quite difficult for us to actually get enough people in the zoo to get a positive thing happening. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, it's kind of going in the right direction. Oh, that research is complete. Let's see if we have gotten what we need for the black wildebeest. Yay, we do. We just don't have any money for it, but we do actually have, finally, toy enrichment for our black wildebeest. Yay! So as soon as we get in the positive, I mean, they're only 100 each, so even just getting 1 down is going to be a good contribution to that. So I might try and do a little bit of fast forwarding. See if we can get a little bit of cash, because I can't do anything more. Oh, protesters. Ugh. I mean, they're not in bad shape. I don't know why they need to protest. Ugh. Anyway, protesters. Boo. Yeah, there's not much more I can do until we start splitting out to our 3rd enclosure and we have enough money to start buying plants, and we can start experimenting with what diversity means within the game as far as plants go. Yeah, it's really just because coverage is different to diversity, so I do wonder whether or not we have a whole lot of different plants in there, or yeah, exactly how we do it. Should be interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure how to work how that'll go, but we'll work it out. It's fine. I've worked everything out so far to this point. We are pretty far within the campaign side of things, so I'm sure I can figure this out. It's just plants. So let me fast forward for a while. We'll see if I can get a positive balance, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've decided that I am just going to take out another loan, get myself, I don't know, a buffer of 20,000 roundabout, and just try and do like the extra enclosures and see if that gets us ahead, because I'm really not getting ahead where I'm at the moment. So I'm thinking I'll hit the old pause button. We've had a bit of a generation happening in the animal side of things, so we've kind of lost a few animals in the wolves enclosure. So yeah, it's getting problematic. We're going to have the wolves die out shortly. I managed to get a black wildebeest male from animal trading with conservation points. Otherwise, that would have been a problem as well. And they're not happy anyway. So, yeah, I'm really struggling with money. So I think the best thing to do at this point is actually get some cash. Actually, I might fast forward to its daytime and see what I'm doing a bit better. So yeah, so first get some cash, get a few enclosures up and running, and try and make it work from there, because oh yeah, it's a struggle. I'm really not getting to the point where I am getting to a positive amount. Like, it's just hovering around about that 5,000, 6,000, negative 5,000, 6,000 amount. But, you know, the animals are aging and they're dying out, and I'm just going to get to the point where I can't replace them and I can't keep them in the zoo, and then I'm just going to be making less and less money, and, you know, it's the whole thing. So, yeah. So let's hit the pause button and get ourselves a loan, which I really don't like doing because it really stuffs things up as far as, you know, finances and getting in a positive sort of frame of things. But I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and do it. So let's get our barriers underway. So I'm thinking first up, we want to separate out, if we can. I don't know why it does that. It's really annoying. Separate out the wildebeests from the tapirs, because I don't feel like that the relationship is working out. Oh, another thing that I noticed, because I was playing around with the bushes that we have. So, you know, we've got all these bushes that I can't delete because it just costs money to delete them. So I was playing around with putting them in enclosures, and I'll show you guys this in a second. Okay, there we go. So it should be a nice size enclosure. So when I did that, we actually got the plant diversity up to 5%. It was sitting at 2%, so not that much greater. But what I think I've worked out from that is there was only a certain amount of different plants that were available that I could just muck around with and put in different enclosures. So I think, I mean, diversity is obviously a whole lot of different things. So diversity wise, I think it's just getting as many different kinds of plants in one enclosure. It's not like the quantity, it's about the different kinds. So I'm thinking that maybe something we might have to consider is plant research as well. So if we're going mechanic research, so we've got the different themes. Habitats. I don't know what to actually. Let's just like try researching a theme, and if that gets us more plants, I don't know. Let's see how that goes. We'll just trial and error. But I think just from mucking around with that, I mean, that's what I thought it was, because that's what sort of diversity means to me, is a whole lot of different things, and that sort of made sense. But you know, you never really quite know, because sometimes that does go astray. So I'm going to change this enclosure to bed. So it's going to be our beds to pair, and then this enclosure is going to be wildebeest. So let's get our habitat stuff in frame. But oh, it's already selected, so bonus. So food and water, food trough, and we'll have our water. Heaters and coolers. What have we got in here? Heaters. Yeah, okay. Let's add heaters. So we can always take them out if they're not necessary. Beds and shelter. So let's get a nice big shelter in here. And some lovely hay for them. Ooh. Okay, so we've got our hay, and then we've got our enrichment items. So we're going to have our grazing ball feeder, herb scent marker, large ball, and a small barrel feeder. Right. Now, that means we need to change our work zones. As always got to change those work zones. Highly important in this game. The old worker zones. So habitats, what have we got? Exhibits, wild tapirs, wolves. So I think we'll do this as a separate work zone. I know it probably drives you guys batty that I do it like this, but it's my way. A wildebeest, and then staff room in the work zone. And keep the hut, there we go. Right, so that means we need another staff member, keeper. And we will get them assigned to wildebeest. Okay, so we've got beard, wildebeest, wolves. Right, tick, done. So that means I just need to move our animals. So this one here, we are going to move you into here. Play first. Move into here. There we go. And then our other one, boop, we're going to move you into here. Perfect. Alright, 1 and 2 should be all good. And I would like to, in that case, if we can get another female, or maybe a couple more females, like wildebeest, because their social group I think actually needs to be quite big, so I think we need to actually consider that as a thing. Social group, yeah. Alright, so it should fix that. Yeah, okay, I need to add the other things into the work zone. Hang on a second, I'm getting there. So, edit work zone, and we'll add that to that. Done. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then I think we'll do, how much we got? 15,000, so that's not too bad, although we didn't have to buy animals in that instance. So let's hit pause again, and we will get some more barriers happening. We'll see what animals we can get on the cheap, hey? So, we'll go all the way along here. Okay, so we're getting the divider in the middle there. I'm just going to get my habitat gates in. So we'll do that in behind here because it's close to our staff rooms. So that leaves us with having to decide which extra animals we're going to get. Yay! New animals in the zoo. We could have a camel. I haven't had a camel before. That's kind of fun. Yeah, let's get a camel. Never had one. Oh, I need to change these to glass. Glass, and actually that's all glass as well. There we go. So this is going to be camel enclosure. Camel. So habitat. Let's check on. I want to say they're called Bactrian camels. Bactrian or just camels? Bactrian camel. Okay, let's set up their little house. Okay, so it's like a lovely that and that. I assume also heat because they're a desert animal, so I'm going to go with heat. Bed and shelter. There we are. Down there. And we'll do some hay. Hey, camel, how you doing? I will try and pick up a breeding pair, so we'll keep an eye out for more camels. And enrichment items, block of ice, grazing feeding ball, herb scent marker, and that. Now, I am going to come in and do, if we've got enough money left, the most important thing is actually getting these up and running, but then we can start adding in our plants and stuff, which I really do want to have up and running. Yes, facilities, finance, so we're going to have boom and boom. Oh, and we also need to have our education boards up, don't we? So let's make sure we have those, because that helps us with our donations, I'm sure. And educational speaker. Boom. And then we'll go. Whoa. Oh, I hate when I do that. It's too many arrows for me. So that and that. Maybe we could do like a little kids education section as well. Like a little fun area. Okay, fun area for kids. So this, we need to do... I have to wait what's in there. Right. So we have our camel, and then we need something else to go in here. So that'll be 5 enclosures. So we should actually get our bronze tick on there. We've just got to work on our diversity. Diversity. Okay, go maybe zebra. Oh, we need to get some more wolves. I forgot about that. Hang on. Add in wolves into our enclosure first. So I think we had a female left, so I think we'll maybe do a couple of males. They die out so fast though, that's the trouble with the wolves. So I think if we have a decent sized pack, we might actually get a good amount of breeding going on. Okay, so we've sorted out wildebeest, we've sorted out wolves, we've sorted out the beds to pair, and we have sorted out camel. So we need another camel if we can get another camel. We'll see. What if we got a red panda? I mean, we've got enough conservation points for one. And it's something a little different because we've got a lot of grazing animals, if that makes sense. I feel like I want to have like a red panda kind of a little bit more central. We've got enough money. Let's maybe make a little red panda enclosure as well. Oh, and they won't want a climbing, not climbable. Yeah, that's the kind of enclosure we want for our red pandas because they can climb. Like, I don't expect the camels would be able to climb, but obviously. But red pandas, on the other hand, yep. Those rascals will be escaping left, right, and centre if I'm not careful. And I'm more than often not careful. As I'm sure if you're watching this series, you are probably getting very aware of. I do my best, but I am not the most careful of players. Okay, so this here, edit barrier. Let's do the rounds. And we'll do a curved top, so it's hopefully harder to climb. And I actually want to raise this up. There we go. So then if we turn off that and go glass and glass, so we just kind of have a glass corner and the rest is non-visible. That should be okay for our panda, right? So then I need a habitat gate. Oh, and I have to set up my work zones with all of this as well, don't I? Ugh. Okay, habitat gate. And then, so this is going to be our panda enclosure. Red panda. Pandas and red pandas. Different things, Velvet. Okay, so red panda enclosure. Habitat. Species. Red panda. There we go. Oh, yeah. I've got to build a climbing thing? No. You know a Velvet don't like that. Okay. Water. And feeding platform. I don't know on heating and cooling. Really don't. I don't think they need like a big shelter. They're pretty small. So we'll just do that. And I think maybe I'll do some leaves. I feel like pandas will probably like leaves to sleep in. Go, and then enrichment items. Yeah, I don't want to build a... Pandas will need a climbing frame, but I don't want to build it. Darn it. Okay, I've got my climbing frame done. It's such a hot mess. Anyway, it is what it is. It's climbable, I'm sure, so that'll be covering what we need to do. So we'll get all the toys in. And I think we've got everything there. Food enrichment, blah, 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 and climbing frame. Okay, so we should be good to go to get... hopefully the red panda's still there. Otherwise, boo. Okay, red panda, adopt, send to zoo. Boom. Right, so that means we've got one enclosure left over here. We've got 4,937. Talk about spending all my money. But I do want to spend it all so that we can greater use the funds that we've got. So... yeah, I kind of do want to use them all because I want to get more money being actually generated. So what have we got? So we could go zebra. Crocodiles, we don't have a breeding pair. We could go bear. Oh, we don't have enough of that. We could go flamingos, which is risky because they do die off pretty quickly. So I feel like zebras or African buffaloes are the way to go. I'm want to kind of go to zebra. Okay, let's go zebra. Zebras it is. Getting our stripy friends into the zoo. We'll just do a breeding pair for now. That's all we need. So this is going to be our zebra enclosure, and then we need to get our work zones happening. How much we got? Okay, let's set up our habitat, and I might do like a bigger staff room if I can. I don't know if I can, but we'll try, or at least add a staff room to the zone because I think we might need one. Oh, hang on. Done this before, almost stuffed up the wrong setting. So we can, yeah, for the food trough. I've done that before. Bad, Velvet, bad. So we'll do heater because they're from Africa, so I assume they like heat. And let's do a nice big enclosure over here in the corner, so they're away from people a little bit. And we'll do some nice hay. Lovely. And what have we got for enrichment items? At least because we've had like a lot of grazing animals, we've kind of done like quite a bit of grazing animal research, so that's a bonus. So we've got 2,600, so we do have enough for another staff room, which I think is kind of needed. So we might do another keeper's hut. And another staff room. Oh. You know what? Staff room's more important than a keeper's hut, so I'm going to add a staff room. And then we should be good. So let's work on work zones. So we need to upgrade. So we need a new work zone for camel. Just trying to remember what we put in there. Camel. Okay, and then that's going to have the staff room, and I think that's a keeper's hut. No. Okay, there it is. Okay, so that's that one. Camel, done. So another one, and we're going to have, this one is zebra. And then we'll do the red panda off on the other side. As far as work zones go, so new work zone, red panda. Red panda set up. And then we'll add in staff room and keeper hut. There we go. Alright, so that means we need 3 more keepers. I like to have a keeper per enclosure because they tend to be just so bad at it. Particularly in the beginning and you haven't got them like trained and stuff. They're so bad at it. So we need camel. And we need red panda. We need zebra. Boom. Then we need to go into work zone all and add these in. 1, 2, and 3. And that one there. Okay. So that's all our animals, and then that's our mechanics and blah, blah, blah. Sweet. Right, this is either a very bad decision or a very good decision. Oh, I didn't have an educational board for our thingies. Red panda. I'll add that in now while we're waiting for them to arrive. So we'll do our media board. And our educationals. Ah, no. Oh. It's going haywire. No. I'm a really bad habit of pushing shift instead of... Can't see how far this is going. Shift instead of Z. Oh, I don't have enough money now. At least I've got enough money for the board. That's something. So, have my animals arrived? What? So, our next task after that, because we have now got our tick for adopt and place for habitat species, so our next task is to reach 10% plant diversity. So that's going to come down to money and having enough people interested in all our little things in the zoo. Because we've got 3 more, we've got a whole lot more animals. So there should be a whole lot more interest in the zoo. Oh, you know what I don't have along here? Donation box. Darn it. Okay, I might move this one from here up to here. There we go. Right, animals, have they arrived? Okay, our camel's arrived, so let's do our educational board for our camel. And Bactrian camel. Yeah, have our zebra arrived? Yep, there's a zebra. Oh, we just got fined 750. That was rough. That was rough. Ouch. Okay, so we've got our zebra, we've got our camel, and now we just need our Pindity panda. I think it's just arriving in just a second. There it is. I love red pandas. They are so cute. Look at that. How cute is that? Oh, I love it. I love seeing these guys in zoos. They are just the most adorable little fluffers. It's like red pandas and otters are like my favorites. I'm so obvious. Like, you can tell I'm a cat lover because those are basically mammal, like different versions of like panda cats and water cats. Broken barrier. Oh, mechanic. How did that get broken? Oh no. Is that made out of grass? Oh! Oh, what did I do? That was supposed to be wood. Oh no. That is not ideal, like having a hedge. I don't think I'll have enough to replace it either, because I think it'll be more expensive, right? Yeah. So it's only 80 cents per meter, and then this is... Darn it. Gah. What a mistake. Anyway, hopefully we start getting some people like donating and stuff to the animals that we have got. I've only got 96 conservation points. We do want to try and get like a new camel, and oh, I wonder if in... No, we haven't bred anything yet. So let's just see if there is anything. Breeding program. Nothing that we've bred that we can sell. Darn. Darn. Because unless we get people actually coming in, and... Oh, no, cancel move. Cancel? Cancel! Oh, darn it. Oh, I can work it out. Dangerous animal has escaped! Oh! Oh no! Oh no, it's because of the fence. Alright. Oh god. This is going well. Let's us go and... There we go. Around like that and there. I can't believe I made that into a hedge. What a twit. I did not pay any attention to what I was doing there, obviously. And cross there, cross there, cross there, and okay, that should be fixed. Go. I had to get another loan, darn it. But hey, it's fixed, that's the main thing. But it does mean that we can actually maybe put in some more bits and pieces. So we can do an ambient speaker here now for our red panda. Not ambient speaker, educational speaker. What's wrong with this one? Habitat. Oh! Temperature. Animals too hot. Oh, 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 oh. So that needs some cooling, right? So let's get our cooler in there. I guess it comes from a more temperate zone, so that kind of makes sense. So, fortunately I did get that loan. And our dangerous wildebeest has escaped. Go. Bet should be able to find it in its enclosure where it isn't escaped. Okay, so animal, panda, terrain is inappropriate in plants. Alright, so we've... Since I've sort of ended up having to get a loan... Oh, gosh, can you guys... Oh, no! He really has escaped. Oh! mechanic. Keeper requested. Panicking, panicking. No, don't escape. Oh. Oh, they run amok. My animals are running amok. I'm gonna have to change this, I think, to brick. I mean, they were fine in the other wooden enclosure. I don't know how they're breaking everything down, but they are. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna brick you guys in. I might have to like go like that, and then do a little bit of glass. Like that. I don't know. Chaos. Those dangerous wildebeest are wildebeesting. Where are my vets? Vet. Okay, I'm just gonna get a couple of extra vets for a while and get this sorted. Let's done it. Get those animals in their thing. I don't know what's going on, but we will fix it. So, panda. I'm just gonna assume this is gonna take care of itself. Look, there it is. It's all boxed up. Look, second one, tranked in a box. Fabulous. Alright, problem is sorting itself out. So, Red Panda, where are you? Andy, where are you? There you go. So let's have a look at terrain. So it needs less long grass, so we want to add in some short grass and a little bit of soil. Okay, sorted. So then environment, we want Asia, temperate, and taiga. So what we're doing is diversity. So I'm going to try and put in like one of each darn plant. See how that goes for us. And then I'll check the diversity after I've done this and see where that kind of leads us. Oh!
Wow! This zoo's already looking so much better. You've made some really big strides in conservation. You know, Nancy was right to recommend you. She said she would have come along herself as well if it wasn't for the weather. Apparently it's too nice.
Well, that surprised me. I was not expecting that to be so easy. If I'm being really honest with you guys, I didn't expect that to be so easy. So that means that I am now onto the silver objectives, which is to increase the... Oh, those walls, they're so loud. Increase the average habitat species overall welfare to 70%. So I think we should be able to manage to do that. But we're going to have at least 9 habitat species in the zoo. Breed 2 new timber wolves. Should happen. Adopt and place 5 different exhibit species. Yikes. And reach 20% plant diversity across at least 5 habitats. Alright, well, we will get started on that in the next episode. My wolves are so noisy. But we've managed to capture all our loose wildebeest, so they're back in their enclosures. We've got a little bit more diversity in the plants, so that's definitely the way to go, just one of each thing in each of the things. So, yeah. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have fun, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.